Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. How are you? Hope you are always stay healthy, stay safe, and always be positive even we are still now in this pandemic. Well, yesterday we have already learned about formal inviting. Before run so far, I want to know, have you still remember what is formal inviting? What is the structure? Okay, I believe that all of you still understand, still remember what is that. Okay, now today we will learn about one of the kind of written text. Yes, now today we will learn about analytical exposition text. Before and so far, I want to know, have you ever heard about analytical exposition text? What is the structure? What is the language feature? Okay, just keep on your mind about your answer. So today we will learn about analytical exposition text. So here we go. Let's go to the first stage. Well, everyone, students, here the definition of analytical exposition text. Analytical exposition text is a piece of writing that tries to convince the public, readers, listener, or audiences to agree with the writer's point of view by analyzing a certain issue within the text. So here, analytical exposition text, a piece of writing that tries to persuade the readers, listener, public, or audiences to agree with the writer's argument or writer's perspective about certain issue or a certain phenomenon. Okay, have you catch it? Have you got the definition about the analytical exposition text? Okay, let's go to the next stage. After knowing the definition about the analytical exposition text, so here we have to know about the goals of analytical exposition. Of course, the goal is to persuade the audiences to look at an issue with the writer's perspective. Okay, have you understood? Okay, next to the generic structure of analytical exposition text. There are three kinds of the generic structure of analytical exposition text. First is the thesis. It introduces topic and indicates writer's opinion, and it also outlines the writer's argument. So here in the thesis, the writers try to introduce the topic and also indicate the writer's opinion. For example, like this, the title is about ban smoking. So in the stage thesis, the writers introduce the topic. For example, like this. In our country, many of people do smoking. They smoke in every place, everywhere, on the road or public place, others. They don't care about the people around them. They don't care about how they're healthy. They don't care about their economic if always consume smoke. So here there are some reason why we have to ban smoking. So that's the example on how thesis introduce the topic itself. So the second one is about the arguments. So it supports the thesis by presenting a series of arguments. Okay, after we introduce the topic in the first stage, in the first paragraph, so here in the second paragraph, the writers try to give an opinion or try to give an argument, the reason to support the thesis itself. So For example, like first, why we have to ban smoking? First, it's about the healthy. The second, it's about the economic, and the third is blah 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 blah. So, the argument sequences first, second, and the third to support the thesis. And the last is about the reiteration or conclusion. Of course, here the writers try to restate or link back the writer's point of view by giving a conclusion. For example, like, therefore, based on the reason above, about the healthy, economic, and blah blah blah, therefore, we have to avoid or not consume the smoking because some reason above. That's the example of reiteration or conclusion. So, have you got it? Can you catch my explanation about the generic structure? Okay, I will ask you in the end of this video. And the fourth is about the language features in analytical expressions. Actually, if you browse in Google or other sources, there are so many language features. But here, I want explain you the five things, the five language features that so important to knowing. First is about the using simple present tense. This the characteristic of analytical expositions. First is using simple present tense. I will explain you more in the next stage. And the second one is about using sequence of connector. For example, like first, second, after, and then, and etc. And the third is about using connecting words. For example, like however, moreover, therefore, furthermore, and etc. And the fourth is using modal auxiliaries. It can be can, should, could, would, and etc. And the fifth is using passive voice. For example, like the number of dustbins should be increased. So, a word sentence that I built should be increased is the form of passive voice. Should be the verb 3, and then and before it should be there should be verb, not verb. There should be to be. So I will explain you using passive voice. This is in the next meeting because we will focus on passive voice instead. So this is in the fifth stage we will discuss about the simple present tense. I believe that all of you have understood and know how the form pattern of the simple present tense, because I thought you have already learned in junior high school. Oh no, not in junior high school, in elementary school. I thought you have already learned in elementary school, since elementary school till now. So here I just want to remind you how the simple present tense runs. So there are two kinds. First is verbal and nominal. You can see in the PowerPoint, you can see the pattern in the verbal and nominal. If it is the verbal, the pattern is subject plus verb 1, usually give adding s or es, and the plus object. O is object. For example, like Zico goes to school. So Zico to be subject, goes to be verb 1. Why it should be adding es or es? Because Zico is subject that must be adding s in the verb in simple present tense. And the second one is nominal. The pattern is subject plus to be plus object. For example, like Bobby is handsome. So, what is the to be in simple present tense? There are three kinds. What is that? Okay. Is MR, the to be in simple present tense. Is for who? Okay. Is for he, she, or it. M for who? Okay. M for I and R for who? Okay. R for they, you, we. Okay. I thought all of you have understood about the simple present tense because this is the basic tenses first you can learn, because it is very basic tenses, simple present tense. So first let's guess what is this. So can you guess it? What is it? Okay, just keep on your mind your answer. So let's go to the next stage about this picture. What tells about? This is reading for pleasure. So I thought all of you are not interest to do reading. Am I right? Okay. Most of you I thought really love about listening, right? Moreover, listening music. Okay. So here, some people always thinks about reading is really difficult because moreover reading English, it's really difficult to understand the vocabulary or the meaning of that book. So here I give you an analytical exposition text about the reading for pleasure, because in the PowerPoint the form is really so small. I doubt you can you can read it. So I will send you after this the PDF or the draft, the material of reading for pleasure, so you can read in the Word, not in the PowerPoint, so you can understand well about the analytical exposition text. Okay, any questions so far? We have already in the sixth stage, in the last PowerPoint. Any questions so far? Okay, I thought you have already have so many questions. So before it, as I said before, I wanna ask you, I wanna try your comprehension. I wanna try your understanding about the analytical exposition. So the first question is that, what is analytical exposition text? Okay. Second, what is the generic structure? Can you mention it and tell briefly what is that? And the third, mention the language feature and the example. Okay, I thought all of you have so many questions, so many answer. Just keep on your mind the answer. You can write it down in the comment below. Okay, so that's all the explanation about analytical exposition text today. Hope you all always remember this explanation. Thank you for your nice attention. Have a nice day. Stay hydrated and stay healthy. Stay safe. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye.